So my position as somebody who's had plenty of experience dealing with low interest women, kind of fence sitter women with like medium interest, fence sitters, and also who's had experience with women who have demonstrated very high levels of interest. For me, there's no going back anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with low interest women anymore.
Yeah.
I've had women who like with
totally
really
agree.
high interest.
Totally agree.
And
I mean, it's very annoying to meet somebody you like, and that person, it's just like you don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's like I'm on this leg or this. What are we doing? That's
Sure.
the worst.
I just stopped talking to a guy who
person.
made me feel like I can't tell if you like me or hate me, so I'm just going to stop talking to you because I don't know where I stand in this, right?
Yeah. So I totally get where you're coming from. So.
But unfortunately, I think for the vast majority of men, because to some degree, because of my, my online presence, and I think women also feel this because women, you'll get contacted by men
You
who
never
follow
know.
your social.
You never know what the person's after.
But like, there are definitely women that will pursue you and will demonstrate a really high level of interest. So, and I've even had that before I got involved in social media. But like, once you've had that, for me, there's just I'm not going to deal with low interest women.
I mean, I met guys
not worth it for me.
who I think are super attractive, and like, oh my god, this is the hottest dude ever. And then you hang out, and it's like cringe. Sure. And the other way around, like not the best looking on a picture, but then you hang out and it's like awesome, the best ever. So
because, and I know you want to come in here in just a sec, Carla, but my view is there's like this whole thing about, and I think Carla, you actually have a video on this, is like playing hard to get or whatever. A woman who plays hard to get quickly becomes hard to want.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I'm not playing that game. Oh, okay. Like, you're not being, there was this, were you on, I don't know if you were on that show. There was a girl who was like, one of the ladies was talking about how this guy was like total simp, and he'd sent 25 love letters to this woman. She never responded, and then he stopped, and then she's like, got back in touch with him. Oh,
Why'd you stop?
Yeah. I was like, bro, I ain't playing
super
that
romantic,
game.
by the
I
way.
ain't playing that game,
Not
girl.
cool.
Brian.
That women should not. Women need to be accountable and not do that either.
How old are you?
34.
Okay. So the women that I mainly coach, they're in their early 20s, right? So they're going to be talking to men that are also in their early 20s. At the age of 34, you have a lot of more wisdom, a lot of more experience than most younger men, in the dating scene. So what I've noticed, because this is the way that I've lived all my life and the way that the women in my life have lived, it's be hard to get. Let him win you over. Be a lady. Let him pursue you, right? And so to some men, maybe not you, but to the men that I've attracted before, they seem to love it, and they seem to, really not just find it entertaining, but like, oh my gosh, like I'm working. You value what you work for, right? And so maybe to you and to a lot of people, that's not the case because you already kind of like ran out of that because you see it as a game, which is totally valid. But we also have to go back into the context as to why I say be hard to get. Again, I'm protecting a specific group of women who are, it's still in high school, 17 or,
Wait,
no,
she's
no,
22.
I know she's 22. I know, girl, but you said I wish I could have gone back in time in high school and would have told myself, XYZ. So that's who I'm speaking to. So in a way, I'm protecting these women from putting themselves in unsafe, relationships.
Well, it's not. What do you?
Well, you can still be interested in somebody and not play hard to get.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So let's go. What's
can,
hard to get? First of all, like what's hard to get in your?
Okay, so if you're like, I'm not gonna kiss you until we're exclusive, that's hard to get. So you are barring certain things from this man because you're not exclusive. So then I'm not going to have sex with you until we're married. I think that's being hard to get. Now, if you're refusing to give him attention and like that's how you're playing hard to get, I don't want anything to do with
see
it.
yourself as hard to get because you don't want to have sex before marriage,
yes,
or do you just explain it? This is my religious belief.
Well, so
is,
I think I'm hard to get because I have all of these. Yeah, so I have these boundaries. I'm not going to have sex before marriage.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you would think it is. But yeah, there are all of these physical boundaries as well as emotional boundaries that I'll set up and say this only comes with commitment in being exclusive or in marriage.
My husband was hard to get, by the way.
And
I had to for 2 years.
Sure. And last, I mean, I do want to move on, so we can't linger on this too long.
Yeah.
My just personal view on being hard to get, again, I already said it, but if a woman plays hard to get, she quickly becomes hard to want. That's my view.
You don't want her more? Just to see if you can?
No, I'm just like,
I'm just wondering,
oh,
you know.
okay, she's not really
Okay.
warm to me. Okay,
exactly.
goodbye.
Because some guys
I
are
don't
like,
want to waste my
Guys
time.
don't want to
I
feel
don't think
played
it's like-
either. Like
Yeah.
when guys feel
Yeah.
games, they just feel like they're gonna get
Yeah.
played.
Yeah.
And so when things, even if it's not a game and it just reminds them of a game,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Oh my God,
I agree.
can't-
100%.
I think
I'm just
I
like,
agree.
I think I'm very direct. I'm very blunt. I'm very straightforward. I like you. You like me. Cool. Let's be
I'm the same
together.
way.
I
don't
think
need-
I
I'm
think
the
when
same
she
way. It's
means
black
like
or
hard
white.
to get, it's like she's still gonna show you interest, but you're just not gonna get everything all at once. I think that's what she means by
Yeah,
it.
so
I can have
the
it.
so what I'm gonna get so like what I do give before the exclusivity is like that attention. Like I'm gonna give you attention. I'm gonna save time for you. I'm gonna say yes to the dates because that's me showing interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we established what we think
No,
hard
yeah.
to get
Because
is.
I think when most people hear hard to get, it's usually okay. I'm gonna withhold
Like play
interest,
games, yeah.
and I'm gonna like not respond to them. I'll leave them on
That's-
red for
yeah.
like a day.